να μιλήσουμε τώρα για κλινική έρευνα και καινοτομία. Mr. Aouad, I'll give the floor to you. We'll talk about innovation and clinical research.
Yes, thank you. So I will speak a little bit about the R&D, the innovation at the first part. I think it's very important. This is a very complex disease. It was shared on many times. But one of the aspects that's important to go toward it is the innovation and the R&D. I will spend a little bit of time for Sanofi in particular. We are spending around 6.7 billion euro in R&D, and we want to become the immuno powerhouse. I think immuno is very important, in particular for the respiratory disease, because it was mentioned it's one of the factors that is behind the disease. And what is important that we can leverage the immuno to go and get some treatment existing already and to treat many diseases. I think this is something also very innovative now, more and more, that thanks to some treatment and to the immuno profile of it, you can treat 7, 8, 9 diseases, which bring, of course, solution to a lot of patients in the future. But also, I think I want to speak a little bit about AI, because AI is helping us even to accelerate the R&D. R&D to find new patients, to find also new molecules, and this is really helping us to accelerate significantly more. And I think it was mentioned somehow, more and more treatment are coming for a disease where today, unfortunately for the last year, a lot of things were not happening. And last element where we are working a lot in Sanofi, it's about this precision treatment. So we are using AI and innovation to have the best treatment for the best patient in the best time and to get the best result out of it. I also would like to reflect a little bit what's happening in Greece in particular when it comes to clinical trials and R&D. We are investing in Sanofi last year 3 million euro. And I think this is a very important thing because this is involving university. It's involving hospitals. It's involving patients in a very early matter. In fact, when the patient, when the patient has access to early product, and this is an ecosystem somehow that we need to support and accelerate before. And it gives access to very innovative treatment for the patient here in Greece. And of course, it's helped all the ecosystem to collaborate and to work all together in the future. So those are elements that are very important. And I also would like to reflect a little bit about how we can move forward. Because when we look at the presentation today, it's extremely rich. This is about a disease that have a lot of factors. This is about a disease that should be resolved somehow in many ways. So it's not an easy thing that we are speaking about. So, I think it's time to build a national plan to reflect about how we can treat it in a 360 degrees and not only tackling one point of it. And I think reflecting about it, it starts first about awareness. And it was mentioned a lot. Some people think it's just a smoking disease. It was mentioned during the presentation. It's more than that. So we need to explain what's COPD. We need to explain that this is around 600,000, people in Greece that are suffering out of it. 5,000 people are dying every year in Greece for COPD. And this is the third reason of death in the world. So it's not a small thing, and I think it was mentioned a lot. So awareness, explaining what is this disease and the multi-shock factor part of it, I think this is something very important. The second part is diagnostic. And I think, again, we have an amazing pneumologist number here in Greece and very expert somehow in this disease. And we need to leverage more and more about the early diagnostic, reflecting about how we can, profit from finding the disease very early in the course of the patient and to help them and support them onto a different element. And of course, one of the most important things is early access and ensuring innovation, treatment to the Greek patient comes, and we don't want Greek patient to have less treatment and innovation versus other countries in Europe. So those are elements that are extremely important that we ensure the access to early patient for all the treatment that are new and more to come. And this is, I think, I like the optimism that was shared. I think we need finally to be optimists in this part of the disease. Things are moving and we need to leverage on it and build it as a full coalition somehow. And I think this is very important that we sit all together and reflect about it in a full 360 degrees.